What is good with you boys? It's me Swoopy here and welcome back to a brand new video. Now you've read the title, you've seen the rod, this is going to be your no-nonsense guide into getting the Polaris Serenade rod inside of Fish. This is easily the best rod inside of the entire game. So yeah, before we get to this video, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe, as it would really appreciate it and it does support the channel a lot. But yeah, let's not waste no more time and get directly into how we can end up getting the Polaris Serenade rod. Alright guys, now in order to get the Polaris Serenade rod, there are going to be a couple things that you're going to end up needing. The first things first is you're going to have to end up being max level. If you aren't max level, I did end up making a video basically explaining the fastest way you can end up getting max level. You can end up going ahead and checking it out. The second thing you're going to end up needing is the dust wire rod, which is a very easy rod to get. All you have to do is catch a catfish at Mushgrove Swamp, and then you're going to end up needing to go down here and pay 7.5 million to get this rod. Once you do end up having this, get invincible on it, and then you could end up getting into how we're going to end up doing this. So you're going to end up heading over to the Music Underground venue, and you're going to want to end up talking to this NPC that's laid over here by these barrels. Once you end up talking to this NPC, he's gonna end up giving you a couple of quests. So the first quest is basically gonna be to fish up a serenade string, which is gonna be located inside of the brine stool pool. Alright guys, now basically first things first is we're gonna end up heading over to the Desolate Deep. So for whatever reason, if you don't know how to get here, you're just gonna want to end up heading over to this buoy and then just jumping down inside of here. So go ahead, go down to this little hole. It's a very easy spot to end up getting to. I recommend having the advanced oxygen tank, which you probably should end up having if you're at this point in the game trying to get this rod. But yeah, we're gonna end up heading all the way down inside of the Desolate Deep, making sure to end up avoiding these mines. Alright guys, now we are down here, and essentially what we're gonna end up wanting to do is we're gonna end up equipping garbage. So go ahead, equip garbage, and make sure you have the invincible dust wire out here. Now basically what we're looking for is a serenade string, which is pretty much just gonna be like a pretty rare drop you can end up getting. So yeah, as you guys can see, these fishes shouldn't be too hard to end up catching for yourself, but you're going to want to get Serenade, which has a 2% chance of the mutation popping up with this. I think if you do, or I know if you do get a couple perfect catches, it increases the chances of you getting Serenade. So make sure you are getting as many perfect catches as possible. And this step honestly will take you maybe a couple hours unless you're lucky. It might take you like 30 minutes, it might take you 20, it might take you a couple hours. For me personally, it did end up taking me around like 3 hours to end up fishing this up. So yeah, it's a very rare drop to end up getting, but yeah, just go ahead, stay down here, keep fishing, and then eventually you will end up getting yourself the Serenade string. This is the easiest step to end up doing, by the way. So just to let you know, and this rod is really bad because of the control, but yeah, go ahead, do that, and then you can end up moving on to the next step. Now, once you finally do end up obtaining the Serenade string, you can end up heading right back down into the underground cave venue. You can end up talking to Nick over here. And once you do end up talking to Nick, they're going to end up giving you 5 Aurora totems for submitting your Serenade string. And then you'll be able to move on to the next quest. So we've ended up doing this one. We're going to go ahead and show you how to do quest 2. Alright guys, now moving on to quest 2, which is going to be one of the most difficult quests inside of the entire game. It's going to be collecting a Serene Spectral Serpent. Now how you're going to end up doing this is we're going to end up heading over to the brine pool this time, and you're gonna have to catch this serpent with the dust wire rod, and this is a very difficult quest to do. So we're gonna go ahead and end up fast forwarding over until we get to the brine pool. Alright guys, now basically what we're gonna want to end up doing is heading over to the brine pool. Now if you don't know where this is at, simply just head back to where you were and go inside of this cave where the guy is pointing at it, and basically this is gonna be where we're gonna be, the brine pool right here. Now what makes this quest so hard is not only the fact that this serpent is a mythical, but you have to get the Serene mutation as well. If you get any other mutation, it won't work. So yeah, this is the part that most people are gonna end up getting stuck on right here. As you guys can see, I'm gonna see if I can catch it first try, which I'm not. But honestly, the thing I would recommend is you're gonna want to have the best bait possible. You're gonna want to have whatever bait can give you as much luck boost. Get yourself some shark heads, give yourself some fish heads, whatever will literally boost your luck. Even if you have some extra try hard bait in the little try hard quest, you can end up doing that. But yeah, pretty much this is a very difficult fish to end up getting. But yeah, you're just gonna want to stay here and just fish as much as you can, and eventually you will end up catching it. But it's gonna take you a little minute. It's gonna take you a little minute, I ain't gonna lie. Now once you do end up catching yourself that serpent, you can end up heading back down into the underground venue, and then we can end up going ahead and moving on. So let's go ahead and move on. Alright, now once you do end up catching yourself that serene serpent, you can end up making your way back down here and talking to Nick, and then you're gonna be done with part 2. You're gonna be rewarded with 3 sparkling totems and 3 shiny totems, which is gonna be pretty good. Now basically for this last part, essentially what you have to end up doing is paying $50 million. Now I know that's a lot of money, but you're just gonna want to go ahead and hit yourself with some grinding. I am gonna be uploading a money video as well, but do whatever you have to do. Do use the aquariums, make some money, and then you can end up buying the rod for 50 million. And this is honestly worth every single penny because this is the best rod in the game. And now we can end up getting into our showcase of the rod now that we have it. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get directly into the stats, doing a little more in depth of the stats. So as you guys can see, you're gonna end up having 100% lure speed, so you're literally not gonna end up having to use any type of bait to end up getting an instant catch. It'll always be an instant catch no matter how you fish. You're also going to have 400% luck, which is really good. This is one of the highest luck based things inside of the game. I think the only things that are higher are the little scythe things, which I definitely have to end up getting, and the try hard rod, but that doesn't really matter because you're getting 100% lure speed, which no other rod does that with these stats. And then 0.4 control, that is really good for this rod. I mean, like, you're gonna have no problem catching anything with this. And then with the resilience, you have 40% resilience, so yeah, that's definitely really good for catching these fishes. And then last but not least is the max kilograms. It's infinite, so your fishes, they could be literally as big as they humanly can. And then as you guys can see, we have the Herculean the Herculean thing, which increases our strength, our control, and our progress speed, which basically makes this bar like just kind of like as big as possible. Now I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all why this thing is overpowered. So I'm gonna unequip my bait just to show y'all this is a basic Polaris Serenade. I'm gonna do a little perfect catch right here, and as you guys can see, this is one of the best fishing spots in the game. But yeah, I mean, this rod is absolutely absurd. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is an insane rod. I mean, just look at how fast we end up catching it. Look how big the bar is. I'm not even gonna touch the progress bar. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. This is really the main reason you're gonna want to end up getting your hands on this. I mean, like, I'm literally not even touching my progress bar. I'm gonna go ahead and there we go, I'm gonna touch it a little bit just so it doesn't go off track. But a lot of the times you literally can just sit here and just catch fishes. It is no doubt in my mind the best rod inside of this entire game. I'm definitely gonna be uploading ones on every single admin rod as well once I get all of them. But yeah, I mean, this is a very good one, and just so you know, this is a limited time rod as well. This rod will end up going away if I haven't made that urgent enough. This spot is absolutely insane too, but yeah, these rods, they are limited time. You have to get these rods before they go away. And this is, if there is a priority list, get this one first. If you can, make sure you prioritize getting this rod first, because this is the best rod in the game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, even with it not having the highest luck, it has insane control. So you literally pretty much don't even have to do nothing. I'm not gonna lie, you can just sit here and fish. It's a very good rod. Definitely a million% try and prioritize getting this rod though. I'm gonna go ahead and just catch this last fish right here. I mean, like, as you guys can see, it even has a custom bar. It's blue. It's a really cool rod. I don't know if it, or I think it does play music, but it's definitely not as loud as the guitar one. But yeah, get this rod. It's an insane rod, and that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys did end up enjoying the video. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe, as I would really appreciate it, and it does help the channel a lot. And I really do like uploading these fish videos. Make sure to upload a whole lot more. Bring fish back, save fish. It's your boy Swovo here, and I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day. See you later.